Okay, everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And if you are from the UK, hope you had an amazing, relaxing bank holiday. So let's get straight into price action. Let's see what Bitcoin's been up to. I just want to give you a quick video to see what my thought patterns might be, what I'm looking out for, and how I'm looking to play these markets. All right. First things first, obviously, we've got Bootcamp coming up. It's the last Sunday of each month. So if you do want to get involved with that, hit me up. We go over market structure, price action, we go over liquidity, order flow, ranges, everything you need to get going as a beginner trader. I mean, stop wasting your time. There's no point wasting your time in terms of like going through, sifting through many YouTube videos when you can have it all in one place. All right. But that's what's going on. We've also got a giveaway, a nice trade journal on Excel. So if you do want that, let me know. I'll send that to you. And also big shout out to those people who have recently followed the channel. So incredible builder. We've got I'm so bad at names, it's horrible. But also the trading view names, they don't really help because they're so random. We've got Sohil Budaz, we've got Olex, we've got Forex Foresights. Anyways, big shout out to all of you. All right, appreciate the support. Okay, so let's take a look at the price action and see how I'm playing these markets. As of the last trade, where were we? We were, gotta remember now, about Friday, Saturday, we were around here. We had a tiny accumulation here. We broke bullishly from that accumulation. And then we had our 1 hour structure, which was printing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And this puts us into a nice range over here. Now this obviously was a prior demand zone which we reacted from. We didn't quite pierce through that demand, so that demand seems to be holding at the moment. And as far as our 1 hour structure within this range, obviously treating this as range high, bear with, treating this as our range high, treating this as our range low. We are in this range and we're looking to play this as a range, which means we're looking to short the premium parts of our range and we're looking to long the discounted parts of our range. But also within that, we realize that this is all internal structure. And we're not going to get gas. We're not going to lose sight of the fact that Bitcoin is on a journey, and it's on a journey towards that all-time high, isn't it? It's seeing, can I conjure up the strength to get me up to that all-time high? And can we retest for that second tap of the all-time high? The all-time high being at about 73,924. We've come down. We're looking to get the strength to go back up. So I think what is also key to notice is that if we look at our daily structure just within this level, we're going to look at our daily structure from the bottom of our range to the top. All right. Actually, do you know what? Let's look at our daily structure all the way from here. So from our daily structure, what we have, and you're probably thinking, why are you looking at daily structure from here? It makes no sense. Well, I just want to see what's happening internally. So we've got a low, a high, we've got a low, okay? Now following that low, we have broken structure internally. This is internally on the daily. So our internal daily range structure, this being where we broke structure. Now, as far as our daily goes, this is one sweep up. Okay, this is one nice sweep up, which means in terms of our daily, you should not be surprised if we get a retracement back after the following the break of structure. And where best for that to happen? Perhaps this zone over here, perhaps this daily zone, this daily bit of inefficient price development that we have over here. I mean, look at the fair value gaps we've got over there. Could that be what's about to get filled? Hence why we've got a trade waiting for us right about there. Okay, this would be an internal range. Now we have to think though, are we in the part of our range that would make sense for a long? Well, if we take this as the top 50% of our range and we call that our premium, well, below that, what do we have? Well, we have the discount section of our range, all right? And we know we look to short in the premium and long in a discount. And is that in the discount? Yes, that is in the discount. So will I be looking for longs there? 100,000 million%. How am I looking to play that if it does happen? Well, if it does happen, I'm looking to play it as far as my transition in market structure goes, I'm looking to see what does price do as it comes into that zone. As it tags that zone, if it accumulates and then breaks up, that's fine, I'll play that. If it breaks up immediately for a model 1, I'll take that too, and I will take that on that retracement leg. All right, so here we wait for the confirmations before we enter the trade, and that's exactly what I'm looking to do. So I've got my POI over there, so I'm going to go ahead because I want to know what price is doing when they get to that level. So I'm going to set an alert there. All right. Obviously, we're looking for that range high to get that rotation down. That goes without saying. The alerts are already ready. They're ready to go. Okay. And then we have some other internal ancillary levels. Now let's see what that's saying. Let's zoom in and let's see what's happening there. Well, internally, what we have at the moment is, we have a situation where we accumulated, we broke up, we kind of, range here for a while. We dipped down, making kind of like a nice PO3 where you've got the accumulation, or you've got the manipulation followed by the bullish expansion, which is what that looks like. And then, we didn't have any follow through really. We kind of broke structure bearish shortly after. However, before we broke that structure bearish, you must realize that we closed, at least on a 2-hour, right? We've closed above, that prior lower high. Okay, so the expectation of order flow should be, a retracement for some continuation up. Now, what's happening is we had this as being a area to get a reaction, and so far, we are getting a reaction. Remember, we said that if we break out from this prior range, it's going to come back into the range, because remember guys, this is what price does. Price ranges, and then price breaks out of the range, and price comes back into that range, right, before it goes further up. All right, so we are getting some sort of reaction there. You can't deny that. It may not be as nice as the bounce we wanted to see, a nice in and out, okay, but we're getting some support here, aren't we? This POC and the prior value area high is acting as support. It's acting as a price floor. So I guess, what we're going to look at here is just see how the price develops. Do we have an entry, and do we not have an entry? Well, we're waiting. In terms of the structure for this level, where if we look at the market structure, we've got lower low, lower high, low low, lower high, low low, making this the decisional level to break. If we break above this level, obviously I've staircased it and I've moved it over here. And the reason why, the people that I do assist and I teach, they know exactly why that is, but I'm not going to give that here. But what I'm saying is, if we start closing above this level, I will start strongly considering entering along. So if price does this, closes above, hopefully we get a retrace. It's not guaranteed. I will look to long that up, at least, first of all to this high, and then secondly to that high. So that's what I'm looking out for, and that's why that's a POI of mine. Okay, so that's another area for trade. Now I've already set, I haven't yet, so I'm gonna set this as an alert. I'm gonna make that line an alert. So make sure, I want to know what price does when it comes up to that level. Okay, now, so what else do I see? Well, at the moment, you can also treat this as a range. We can say this is a range, this being a low of your range and this being the high of your range. So what we have here is the range within a range. Okay, so if we make that red, and what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to make that thick, maybe 3 and maybe 1. Alright, anyways, no, let me change that 1 second. Alright, yeah, there we go. Okay, make that thick. Sorry, I just had to go through my templates to get the right one. Yeah, so we can treat this as a range internally, meaning this is the range low, and here we've got the range high. So we've obviously tapped the high. We could be rotating down to the low. Do we make it all the way to the bottom? We're going to find out. Do we react at this 5-minute, demand before we get there? Well, we're going to find out. Well, obviously price moves in a way where it, 80-90% of the time, or maybe more 70% of the time, it will follow traditional, market structure. It will follow order flow. It will follow, liquidity objectives, right? But as a trader, you have to get it in your mind that, price is a respecter of no man. Price is not going to do what you think it's going to do. Price is going to do what it does, and it's up to you as a trader to read that appropriately and to react accordingly. Okay, so that's why the way we trade here, it's not predictions. It's not saying this is what price is going to do. No, it's saying if price does this, then I'm going to do that. If price does this, then I'm going to do that. And if price does this, I'm going to do that. So therefore, it requires you to plan your trades and trade your plan. Okay, so that's what I'm looking out for then. Trade number one, I'm looking in this range internally for a long from that range extreme. Trade number two, I mean, I'd be silly not to see what price does at that demand zone. Just to see what it does, at least if it continues to break further down. So I'm going to set an alert there. Okay, we're already at this zone. There is a chance we go bullish from this zone. That's fine, and I'm waiting for my confirmation if that takes place. You know, but if it doesn't, that's okay. We're just going to wait for the next level, and we're going to see what price does when it gets there. Okay. So that's it. That's kind of my thought process at the minute. If you found that useful, don't forget to hit that follow button, boost the video so it gets some more people, so they can see price action the way price action should be read, and start understanding how to trade in a systematic way and how to plan their trades. Definitely hit that boost button so they can get access to this video the same way you have. All right. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you all tomorrow.